directed by Martin Campbell and stars Liam Neeson and Guy Pearce. Alex, an assassin for hire, finds that he's become a target after he refuses to complete a job for a dangerous criminal organization. With the crime syndicate and FBI in hot pursuit, Alex has the skills to stay ahead, except for one thing: he is struggling with severe memory loss, affecting his every move. Alex must question his every action and whom he can ultimately trust. Martin Campbell's made a plethora of great movies in the past: GoldenEye, Casino Royale, Mask of Zorro, and some decent action thrillers as well, like The Foreigner, Edge of Darkness. But he's also made his share of terrible movies, like the Green Lantern movie and The Protege from last year. And here we have, once again, Liam Neeson starring in an action-driven movie or an action thriller where he's essentially playing the same character that he always plays. Memory is one of those movies that will instantly leave your memory, no pun intended, right after the credits roll. This is an instantly forgettable movie. I'll give credit where credit is due. Martin Campbell does a good job directing this movie. He keeps all the action in frame. He's a director who knows how to film the action, and at least I could tell what was happening. There's a little bit of life to that action. There's actually a pretty good shootout towards the middle that I was like, hey, this is the best action sequence in the movie. But the problem that I've had with some of his more recent action movies, like this and The Protege, is that he knows how to film the action, but it's like he somehow forgot how to stage the tension and the suspense. That's what made GoldenEye such a great action thriller. That's what made Casino Royale such a great action movie. It's what made The Mask of Zorro a great adventure movie as well. I think Liam Neeson actually gives one of his better performances in recent years. This is one where he is really tapping into a different side that I haven't really seen from Liam Neeson before. He has to portray this character that has memory loss, and his character requires the stutter. Liam Neeson, I think, incorporates that into his performance very smoothly and very well. And Guy Pearce as well is also really good. Anything Guy Pearce is in, I am there. And both he and Liam Neeson and the action being in frame really carry this movie on their backs. Their backs are going to be broken after this because of all the heavy lifting they have to do. The story is all over the place. It's trying to weave so many different plot lines into a movie that is just under 2 hours. It's almost like there was a studio executive on set who was like, okay, so how many minutes of film do we actually have filmed? We got 100 minutes. You were given an allotted 90. We'll give you the 100, but we ain't going for the full 2 hours, okay? That's what it felt like to me. And some plot lines just get lost in the shuffle. They all converge on each other. It feels like a mess. This entire story and how we get to places and certain narrative structures just, they don't mesh well. There's little to zero characterization. So when all these characters are thrust into situations, it's very hard to care about any of them. And at this point, I'm just looking at every Liam Neeson movie as if this man is a superhero. He plays essentially the same dude in every movie and escapes every death-defying situation you can think of. It doesn't really happen in this movie. It's more brought down to earth, grounded, and more human and realistic. Thank God, but there's still a part of me that's like, yeah, he's just playing Brian Mills from Taken. Because that's essentially what it is. And for a character to have that little characterization, and for a character whose characterization is supposed to be memory loss, I didn't feel like this man had memory loss at all. He has to write stuff down on his arm so that he remembers stuff. And there's a couple of moments here and there where he explicitly says, like, I don't remember what happened. But other than that, it just feels like it's a Saturday afternoon for Liam Neeson. It just feels like it's a walk in the park. Like he's just going about his daily routine. And I never once, like, there were so many times I questioned, like, why is this movie even called Memory? Like, why even give the character memory loss if you're not going to do that much with it? He's got impaired cognition. Like, use that to your advantage. There's some other characters in here that are introduced and you think that they're going to be doing some shady stuff in the background, and then it turns out that there's nothing that's done with that. The movie is hollow on its characterization, but it's also hollow in its character motivations. And that was a complete mess to me. I think that could have been punched up a lot with a few rewrites. While Liam Neeson and Guy Pearce are good in the movie, and Martin Campbell does a great job directing for the most part, especially putting the action in camera and in frame, the action does lack tension and suspense, and there's very little characterization, and the whole gimmick of Liam Neeson's character having memory loss just feels like an afterthought. It's one of those movies you will find on Netflix at like 4 a.m. in the morning on a rainy night with nothing else to do, and you'll just pop it on and probably watch the whole thing and then go to bed right after being like, yeah, I just totally forgot what the hell I even watched. It's instantly forgettable the moment the credits roll. I'm going to say you will really enjoy Memory with stale popcorn. So if you guys did see Memory, I want to know what you did think about it. Drop me some feedback in the comment section below. I will leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.